Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Oceana. I am happy to be here. I'm going to be sharing all of the books that I want to read in December. And I know I already did a Christmas TBR, but I am going to do a December one as well because I'm not going to only be reading Christmas books. But I will link my Christmas TBR down below if you want to see it. And I'm just going to share all of the books that I do hope to read in December that aren't Christmas related, although I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the Christmas reads as well, because there's some that I actually forgot for my Christmas TBR, so we will go from there. I'm going to start with all of the buddy reads that I'm doing, because I have 3 at the moment that are going to most likely be happening this month, so I'll share the buddy reads. First things first, our Christian book club has chosen Catching Christmas by Terri Blackstock, and I'm so excited about it. So this will be the 3rd time that I've read this, so I'm not mad about it. I love this book. I think this is one of the best Christmas books ever written. I'm just saying. So yeah, I'm excited that this got chosen. So this is going to be the first one, and it'll be pretty easy to reread. I'm just gonna enjoy it, so it'll be good. Next, I ended up getting A Holiday by Gaslight by Mimi Matthews, and I do think I shared that in my Christmas TBR, but I am gonna be buddy reading it now, so I'm excited about that. So that one's for sure gonna get read, and I thought it would anyways because it is a pretty short novella, and I have it as an ebook, so I'm gonna be reading that book also in December. So excited. Okay, and one that just popped up that I'm excited about is The Spice King by Elizabeth Camden. This series is so hyped, and I have really loved both Elizabeth Camden books that I've read so far, but I've never read one of her series before. So this is the first book, and I've heard really good things. I think it has to do with Earl Grey tea for some reason, but I don't actually know. I think it's something to do with the tea trade. I don't know. And I don't think it's Christmas related, but it is historical, and I think it's Christian as well. And I'm looking forward to it. So I'm going to be buddy reading this as well with some ladies. So I'm excited for that. So those are the 3 buddy reads that I know in my head. If I'm missing anything, I'm sorry, I forget. But I don't think I am. I think those are the 3. So we're good to go. Okay, there's some adjustments to the Christmas TBR that I need to make. First of all, in a way it's good that I shared it earlier than normal, I guess. Like earlier before December started, because I included some books on there that I don't really know. I didn't know if they were clean. I didn't know if they were actually going to be good. And a lot of you let me know, like, hey, this isn't that great, or there's language or whatever. And so I have already discovered that that is true. So there's 2 Jenny Bayliss books that I actually did attempt to read, and I DNF'd both of them. So that'll be in my November wrap up. So we'll talk about that in the November wrap up. But this is another book. A Christmas for I was gonna say Christmas for Princess. Anyways, A Princess for Christmas by Jenny Holiday. Also, did you notice in the description of my Christmas TBR video, I said this could be like a Jenny bingo sheet, because almost every author I talked about, their first name is Jenny. Cool. My middle name is Jenny, but it's an IE, not a Y. So anyways, okay. This book, I heard very mixed things. And it's such a cute cover and all that, whatever, but I don't want to start a Christmas book that I'm like, I don't know anything about, but then hear negative things, because there's so many other good Christmas books to start, you know? So I am going to return this, and I'm not going to read it, even though, like, that cover though, this girl is so cute, but I don't know. Plus it's like a pretty big book for a Christmas book, and I'm just not feeling it. So I'm going to return it. So that one is knocked off the TBR. It's fine. So thank you. Honestly, thank you everyone who informed me about these books, because I just didn't know. And I like to think that I have a pretty good radar, but sometimes I miss things. And so you guys really help to make sure that I'm not reading things that I don't want to read. But I did show this book, and I think I'm going to officially add it to my TBR. So this is Finding Christmas by Schaler, a Hallmarky type of book. And someone, I think it was Shelly, told me that she basically comes out with a book like this every year, because I had said that I wanted to save this for next year, but that there's always going to be more coming out. So I might as well read it this year. So I agree. And yeah, so I am going to officially add this to my TBR as well. So it feels good. That is it for Christmas. Okay. Moving on. I have some books that I truly want to read. And I'm not just like forcing myself to read them. I really do want to read them, but just like, you know, so many things have gotten in the way, whatever it is. So, do you remember this book? A Castaway in Cornwall, Julie Klassen. Who am I? Like, why have I not read this yet? I got to chapter 2, and then seriously, so many books came into play, and I was like, what do I do? And this one had to get put down. But I'm ready to read it. I'm here to read it because Julie Klassen has a new book coming out in December that I also want to read. So I'm like, wow. Good thing I love her books. So I don't know if I will read and finish this book before the new one comes out, because the new one comes out December 6th. So I don't know. So the new one is called The Sisters of CBU, I'm pretty sure. Really nice cover, excited about it. I do have an ARC, so I have an ebook copy of it. And I'm really excited to start it because I'm sure there will be romance in this, but it seems like it's more family-based than romance-based. And I'm just interested to see that kind of story from Julie Klassen. So anyways, but I also want to read this book because I do, of course I do. I've also heard amazing things and I like what I've read so far. I'm on chapter 2. So 2 Julie Klassen books. I can do it. We can do it. Her books are thicker as well, but they do read very quickly because her writing is just so good. So yeah, those 2 books, her new release and then this one. All right, can we be real for a second? I need help. I need help from the Lord, okay? Because as you know, if you've been following my channel for this whole fall season, September to November, I've been all over the place. I have not been home for a lot of the time. Reading has been touch and go, including devotion time. I feel it. And I was like, what do I need right now? Like, what am I? And I realized, like, I need something every day that isn't necessarily the Bible. And like, hear me right. I'm not saying I'm replacing the Bible, but I need a book or some kind of devotional to get me like spiritually minded every day when I don't want to be on my phone as much. So I don't want to read the Bible app. I've been trying to stay away from the Bible app lately just because I just am on my phone too much. And so there's that. And then if you've seen my Bible, it's kind of large and in charge. It's a big book. So it's not as easy to like travel with. So I have not brought it on my travels. And so I have whatever. I just need something quick and easy to read. And I have so much nonfiction. You guys know that. I love nonfiction, and Christian nonfiction just speaks to me so much. Like, I love learning and all of that. So, preface over, here we go. This is the book that I'm going to be reading this month, and I've already started it. So, this is called The King Jesus Gospel by Scot McKnight. It is well endorsed. I have read all of like the forewords and all the things, and I'm on chapter 1 now. So, I am very excited to dive into this. This was sent to me by a subscriber probably last year or early this year, something like that. I had people send me like a lot of different like theological books, and I just have like been out of it, and I have not read them, but I am reading this one and I'm really excited about it. So it's talking about the gospel of Jesus and what even does gospel mean, and how do we interpret the gospel, how do we read the gospel books in the Bible and understand what the message of Jesus is. And then as things go, I just automatically want to open my Bible after and just like really read what he's been talking about here. So I'm excited about it. And along those lines, the next fiction book that I do want to read is Prophet by Peretti, because he just writes about the spiritual realm, spirituality in such a deep way that really like sucks me in and makes me want to keep reading. And so this is the next fiction book that I want to read after I'm done what I'm currently reading. So I'm really excited about it because honestly, the first sentence is, John Barrett heard God speak when he was 10 years old. And just right away, I'm like, yes, please. I want to know more. Thank you. Yes. So this is the next book as well on my TBR. Okay, and lastly, the two books that I do want to read in December are these ones. Sorcerer, you already know. I believe it will happen, okay? I believe it. And then this one, I'm kind of in a young adult mood all of a sudden, so I think this is gonna be great. Waterfall, yeah, this is a young adult fantasy, and actually, to be honest, reading Fox, I was like, oh, you know what? Young adult, it's not too bad these days. Like, there's some really good young adult out there, and actually, young adult fantasy is the most kind of fantasy and young adult that I would like at this point. So great. That's the plan. And then this is just adult fantasy, I think. And who am I reading adult fantasy? I don't even know. Is this fantasy? I assume, because there's a big old snake on it. But anyway, is that it? What else do we have? Okay, here we go. Moving on to the important news of the video, kind of. My new posting schedule. I'm so excited. You know what? I need my bullet journal, actually. So, I'm not doing Vlogmas, but I am going to be posting 4 videos a week. How do you feel about that? 4 videos a week for the whole month of December, because there's a lot of stuff that I want to do, and I have not started pre-filming at all. How does that make you feel? It's gonna be fine. I'm doing a bunch of pre-filming today, and every weekend, as if I'm here, I will pre-film. That's my plan, because I do have a lot that I want to share, and I'm really excited about it. You know, fun things are coming. So yeah, that is it. Okay. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I think that's everything. If I forgot anything, I'll say it in my next video. And I love you guys. Have a good day. Okay, I will say that I am currently reading a book. Duh. I'm currently reading a book. I'm so I don't know exactly when that's gonna happen, but you know. Take a break, it's fine.